Hello everyone, my name is Cinthya Octarianthy Manalu. I'm from K1 2023, majoring in English and Education. So today I'm gonna talk about some topic in education. So I took a title that talk about the changes teaching methods from the past into the present. Especially talking about the difference between how the teacher taught in the past versus how the teachers teach today. Let's start by looking at the how the teachers taught in the past. So in the past, many teachers didn't receive like a formal training, which is they not do formal training like the teachers do today. So they taught the student with their best personal experience or maybe imitating how they get taught when they were students. So the method was very traditional and I think it's a little bit harsh. You might heard from your parents or your grandparents or maybe it's your experience when the teachers is hitting the student or maybe like pulling their ears or giving like the punishment if they not follow the instruction or maybe they not answer the question. At the time, maybe we can consider that is normal to the teachers do discipline all of their students with that kind of action. But at the time, the teachers were like respected but also feared. So I think at the time, student is not study because they were curious about the material, but because they were afraid to being punished. And the teaching at that time, it's too teacher-centered. It means when the class activity is start, all of the focus is just to this. It's just to the teachers. Teacher explain everything. Teachers explain the material, and then the student is just like hear and then start to write down at the notes. But there wasn't much interaction. There's no discussion group. There's no like a group work, or there's no a critical thinking from the student about the material lesson. There's no room for creativity at the time. So only the student who have like a naturally quick learners that can keep up at the material. But today everything has changed. Now, modern education is strong focus to the creativity or maybe emotional understanding and the student engagement. The teachers now is receive like a professional training that are encourage them to keep learning, and the role of the teachers are have shifted. When the past teacher is more like instructor, but now the teacher it's more like a facilitator. So at the teaching today is student-centered, where students are encouraged to ask questions or maybe do the group discussion or maybe do like the work in group and solve problems on their own. So the teachers use like more interactive method like an educational games or maybe like a project-based learning when they like use their creativity, use their critical thinking, and then they're gonna talking about it in their group discussion and then learn to solve the problem. And for now, because we already use like a technology, we can give like a method multimedia presentation or maybe like digital tools, and learning can become fun and more meaningful. And then most importantly, physical punishment is no longer accepted because discipline is managed through like the communication or emotional guidance and then the character building. The teacher is expected to create a safe place, like a friendly and a supportive environment where the student feel more comfortable to express themselves and make mistakes. This shift in teaching method is bring like the big positive impact which is the students are more motivated, more confident, more interested in learning. So they don't just memorize the material, but they learn to think more critical about their opinion to the material, and learn how to communicate with their friends and collaborate their idea to solve the problem. And then the relationship between the teachers and the student is no longer based on fear. It's more like a mutual respect and understanding. So the teaching methods are evolved from strict to rigid approaches to more creative and human-centered ones, which is this education is no longer talking about the academic skill, but also helping students to grow into the thoughtful, confident, and well-rounded individuals. I think that's all from me. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.